There we go. Okay, I sounded there a little bit. Everything is working out to my good. Simply Bliss, what's up? She jumped right on. Royal Blue, what it is? Talk to me. Everybody, I ain't gonna keep you long. I gotta do a reading in a second. I ain't gonna keep you long. I gotta do a reading in a second. What's up, Black Karma? Cooking Diva 18. What's for dinner? All right. Shalise, Keita, ME, what's up? Don't mind my hair. I just got it done. I'm trying something new. It just unruly. Unruly hair. I'm trying to ride my motorcycle. I'm trying to tame it. So I gotta tame it a certain way. I can't. This hair is hard on me, man. Natasha's world. Hey, good people. Let me just bring some to your attention. So this is gonna be political. This is so political. Nothing spiritual. This is just political. It could be spiritual, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I want to let you guys know something. This is 100% political. So regardless of where your political views align, where you go with it, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna mean it. So and this is gonna be crazy. So I've been a registered Republican on paper, literally my card here, since the year of 2000. 2000. That's 24 years. So even when I was poor, even when I was going through shit, before I had the money I do now, I aligned with, Republican views and values. And this is due to, my dad and a lot of people being military and well off established houses, homes. We understood the values would come with it. So when Agent Orange, 45, they say, got elected, I was, hmm, hmm, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Shit good. I'm rocking. I thought it was gonna be a couple changes, so things was good. And I was so ecstatic. I was so ecstatic that my pockets was my political views was finally coming into a line with my pocketbook. So I said, hey, I'm making upward of six figures or better. I'm gonna be a Republican just so I can keep that money, get them tax breaks, yada yada yakety smackety. So I was 100% for my man. But I sat down, people, and listened to me good. And again, I'm talking about me. Y'all could do what y'all want to do. I sat down and I really went through Project 2025. And I took myself out of the Republican and Democratic energy. And I just started looking at myself as a black man, not an African American, not an indigenous, not a Nigerian, not a Indian. I really started looking at it as the verbiage as if somebody was talking directly to me as a black man, to which I am known for in this country of America. And for the first time, my views, my desires, my want did not align with the Republican Party. And that scared me. And that scared me, y'all. So I listened. And I didn't go off of sound bites I saw on the internet. I didn't sit up there and pretend that okay, things was gonna get good and my just because I got money in my pocket, things were gonna be okay and shit would be be on point. But when I looked at it for myself, not what the sound bites were saying, I looked at it and I focused in on certain things. People, this is the most important election that you will do moving forward. And as much as I enjoy the Republican Party, all my friends are Republicans, believe it or not. I am a registered, I don't care if you unfollow me, don't matter. I'm still the same Baron, but all of my alignments was Republican, card carrying since 2000. I found out I can't say how I found out. I found out in the system I was registered Democrat, but my card says Republican. I know what I signed up for a long time, but in the system it says Democrat. I never checked. How often do you get a card? Every 4 or 5 years, 4 years. So again, they had me down as a Democrat, but I'm a Republican. I'm gonna say allegedly. They like to block my shit and people get in their feelings. But listen, I went down there and they gave me a ballot and they gave me a Republican ballot. So I know the system said it, but in the computer it was neither here nor there, right? After reading Project 2025, I come calculate system. After reading Project 2025 for myself and focused on the key things, of which I'm not going to talk about because they say that's false information. If you state it and don't show it, our civil liberties will be gone. If Project 2025 passes, we are in trouble, people. The American people are in trouble. Now, listen to me good. As a black man, I was offended when President Obama got up there and said what he said. I was offended when I heard a lot of women on daytime TV saying, okay, black men are just whiny ass little boys. I was offended because you telling me I can't make a decision for myself. I get it. I get it. But I read Project 2025. I looked at the highlights, people, and I looked at it from a personal standing as a black man, not in the eyes of my brown brothers and sisters. They don't care for us too much. They'll ride on our coattails, but they don't really rock with us, sorry to say. Not from our yellow brothers, red man, no. Black man. Our comfortable way of life is over, as minimal as it is now. 2025 hit, we're done. We're toast, we're cooked. Qualified immunity and what that stands, that doesn't mean that means that they can do anything. Law enforcement can do anything to us and get away with it, long as they say he had a knife, he had a gun, I was in fear of my life, or I was acting in the capacity of my duty. Listen to the word, acting in the capacity of duty. When you clock in and put that shield on and you come out, you're acting in the capacity of your duty. It ain't like you're off duty getting a Dunkin' Donuts. If they hurt you off duty, okay, now the civil justice system can step in. But as long as they have that badge, that SWAT card, and they are clocked in on the clock and they in uniform, even if they walk to the corner market in their uniform, they're acting in the capacity of their duty. Qualified immunity, you're gonna back to blue. Where are they gonna send these people? What neighborhoods? They're not gonna send them to Bel Air. They're not gonna send them out there to the richest neighborhood. They're gonna send them to Pine Hills. They're going to send them to the Poking Bean. They're going to send them to Tangelo Park. They're going to send them to the bottoms, to the slums, to the ghetto, to the trailer park, my white people. They're going to send it to where the undesirables are. And they're going to roughhouse and do what they got to do. Qualified immunity. If they could shoot us down in the street now, what you think they can do when they get qualified immunity? If they can beat us up on camera, what you think they're going to do? Now, qualified immunity is one thing. Project 2025 will allow that. They're going to take away all the civil rights movement. They're going to take away education in the schools. As you know, a lot of rich, predominantly white people or well-off people, let's take color out of it, they send their kids to private schools where they can get the best education. They can get this, they can, hell, even if you homeschool your children, you can't teach them anything dealing with African American history. You can't teach them about slavery. You can't teach them about nothing. You can't teach you can't teach a person of color anything to show that they existed or did something in this world. They lose fundings in the school. People, listen to me. And this is going to take a very nasty turn. And I'm here for the smoke. Just know I'm just building up to the nasty part. So it's going to get spicy. Turning the military on its own people. I thought that was a Democratic thing. I would listen to these sound bites saying it was a Democratic thing. But then when I looked at, no Democrat said that. That was a Republican thing. And I'm like, this is what I am. This is what I'm representing. I'm aligning myself with this energy who says I'll call in the National Guards to handle the gangs, the cliques. And they say, okay, gangs, cliques, as if nothing but gangs and cliques are formed by immigrants and migrants. No, gangs and cliques already exist. This is what this country was built on. You had the Italian gangs, the Irish gangs. But soon as it comes down to a Mexican gang, a black gang, a Puerto Rican gang, a Cuban gang, now there's a problem. So we're going to send in the U.S. military to touch on them. But while the U.S. military got to come in our communities with machine guns, we're going to let the police loose on the poor working class people to do them dirty. All to let you know that you need to be worshiping me and you need to be doing this. I read Project 2025, man. It's a lot of stuff getting stripped away. Everybody thought it was cool because we got a loved one in jail, right, in prison, in the feds. Uh, okay, if you strip away the Fed thing, the feds wasn't real, this wasn't real, then all those people get let out of prison. Well, not only your cousin is in that prison, you know, some people that really deserve to be there. Yeah, maybe they got your cousin there, or your brother there, your father there, your sister there, your auntie there, due to railroading and shit. But there's some people that actually did those crimes that be there. And they call hitting the straight lick with a crooked stick and that energy. But read Project 2025. Now, I done said my views on it, and y'all know how I went with this thing. So, since 2000, this is the first time I did not vote Republican. I'm not ashamed to say it either. I've been voting Republican all the way up into this. Except when President Barack Obama got in there, I just wanted to see a black man in that thing rock out. What the hell? And then I like him too. He's smooth, cool. But he did nothing. But this time around, although I don't agree, I didn't agree with Mrs. Harris' energy, the pandering, all of the showboating. I had to take a step back, people. And when I took a step back, I said, let me look at her through the eyes of a black man, not through a soundbite on the internet. Let me look at Miss Harris through the eyes of a black man. And people, I'm really ashamed to say this. I based my opinion 100% on sound bites. I didn't really look at this woman. I did not like her due to the sound bites. Being that I was part of the Republican Party as a black man, I had to keep this bravado on my chest because I'm a rare breed. But I started looking at Ms. Harris as a black man. And I thought about it. She say she black, but she was Indian. Everywhere she go in every circle, she tries to be that particular demographic. Me, looking at her through the eyes of a black man, this is what our black women have had to do to survive all their lives. They've had to go into that corporate office and be a Brittany or a Tiffany or a Sarah or a Karen. They can go in there as Renee, Quanda, or Kina. They had to fake it till they make it. So you're telling me I'm supposed to not give my son and my daughter the best chance at a civil liberty because this woman is overacting? She's just doing what every other woman of color have had to do in America since the beginning of time. She has to fake it to make it. I understand. And I was embarrassed that when I thought about it and sat down, I was embarrassed that I judged that lady on that. Everybody was telling me her records about putting black men in jail. I'm not from California. I didn't do it. She didn't put my people there. I'm from Florida, all the way across. She was those attorney generals. We had our own energy over here. And I said, this is why I'm not liking this woman. Because of sound bites. This wasn't my personal opinion. This is sound bite. This is how the media fuck with my head, right? So then I say, okay. I start looking at her talk. I ain't gonna do nothing for black people specifically. Barack Obama, I ain't do nothing for black people specifically. Donald Trump, nobody asked him, are you gonna do anything for black people? He gets immunity to it. He don't have to do a damn thing because we say, well, he's white and he's a businessman. He gets no accountability on nothing. That's when I really woke up. So, as a black man in America, I can demand that this black woman do something for me. I can demand that she do something for me, to make me feel good, even if she's not just to throw a soundbite up there. I can demand that of her. But this man who I have been giving my votes to, who I have been dropping his sound bites, who better yet unleash his people on me, unleash his agony during COVID when his people was rioting. The cops were killing us in the street more so. Only thing I said to all my white Republican friends was Trump would be a great president only if he told his people, don't hurt the black folks, don't shoot them down in the street. I don't give a damn how you burn this country down. This country ain't made for me. But if he could have said that, he would have had my vote this time around. And we gave him several opportunities. And only thing he did was with racist and separatist rhetoric. But I was listening to the sound bites and I was listening to older people and other people who thought of him as a great person until I listened people as cool and as hip and as determined and as shit talking Donald Trump is. I personally believe, in my opinion, he's going to destroy this country. As far out and spaced out as I believe Miss Harris is, I think she's got a better chance at saving what civil liberties we have as colored people. I don't agree with Tampax in the boys' bathroom. I don't agree with transgender surgery at 6 and 7 years old. I don't agree with that. That's an 18-year-old adult move. Personally, I'm telling you my political views. That's an adult move, not no damn kid move. They still believe in the tooth fairy. The fuck you gonna sit up there and say you want to cut your shit off or sew it up? I don't agree, and that's delusional. I don't care what you do or think when you get older. I don't agree with that, but hey, You got to take the good with the bad. But people, I woke up. I finally woke up and realized, who am I as a black man to demand such a high standard of this black woman that's trying to get in the office? She will make history. Who am I to demand that of her when she barely has a grasp and a foothold on this country herself? Just because she married a white man? Just because she served under a white man, you think she the most powerful woman on the planet right now? No, 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 no. They're gonna look at her as nothing too. They're gonna look at her as nothing but a black woman who did something, and they're gonna pity her. And as a black man, I damn near turned my back on that black woman. Not no more. I went down there and I early voted today. I voted early today. And I'll tell you, I voted for her. I circled the box. I wanted to write my own motherfucking name in the box at the bottom. And there was like 7 or 8 other people under there. But I say, not this year. Next election, I'll put my name on there. I'll write my shit in. But this is where the controversial bullshit finna start for a lot of people. For my black men. Black men, let's not be so dumb. Let's not be so stupid. Let's not let these paid internet celebrities get inside our head and highlight all the good things that they can do, that Trump can do. And they paid. They, in my mind, they probably get them a card that says, I was part of the Gestapo. I was part of the people who got you elected on my podcast and YouTubes. I talk very highly of you, so don't bring that nightstick across my damn head. That's what, in my mind, I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. They're going to give them cards. They're going to go back and say, oh, you talk good about me, so just because you living in a nice neighborhood, we're not going to crack your ass up. But everybody else, we're going to get hurt. The man said he'll unleash a purge. Let some fine officers go to the communities and stop all shoplifters and criminals. They're not going to Beverly Hills, although that white woman and her husband had black people shoplifting and Rodeo driving all them expensive stores. They're not going to go and knock her door down. They're going to come to the black and brown community, somebody that may take a box of eggs. Hell, the stores can say, hey, he stole from me. She stole from me. That little boy stole from me. And they get to beat your ass and lock your child up. You got qualified immunity. You stop it, they can say, well, I was afraid. I was operating in the capacity of an investigation, and boom, you're dead. And no qualified immunity. Then the only thing we're going to have to back us is insurance companies. And then they're going to say, well, Project 2025, undo insurance companies. You see how I read it and put it together? Project 2025 will dissolve an insurance company if you was acting reckless. They have to investigate you was acting reckless. We can't give you the money. The cops said that you did this crime and they shot you down in the midst of a crime, so we don't give your family no insurance money. Now everybody make money off the backs of us. But we wanted this man in. This man don't care about anybody of color. Just because he's done 1 or 2 good things for some black folks, colored folks, Mexicans, yellows, whatever, he don't care. And your ass is gonna suffer. So to all my black men, if you think that just by you being a card carrying Trump supporter, t-shirt wearing, all that stuff there, and you don't put that woman in that White House, your ass is cooked too. And you can't blame yourself for what you get. When they start killing your sons and your daughters, and they start doing bad stuff, and the cops put you in that jail cell and put 10 inches up in you, or put 10 inches up in your daughter, qualified immunity, right? They were acting in their capacity. They just had a mental break at that time. Let's get them counseling. By then, your daughter coochie all tore up. By then, your asshole all rotted. If that ain't your energy, why do it? Y'all got to understand. Take your money out of the educational system. Half of our black asses sit up there and we can't wait that our kids able to go to school to be daycare watched by a teacher so we can go out there and work extra hard, work extra hours, work two jobs. Daycare is $8,500 a year. So when our kids get the time when they can walk in that pre-K in school, man, that's a good thing. But then Project 2025 will disband that. You're gonna have to keep that baby until they, till you can pay for school probably. People don't be dumb with these sound bites. I don't know why the energy of Kamala is so there. Me, I think it's a spiritual thing. That dragon energy, the purple dress, she is creating Bible prophecy. But let's face it, America is not a religious place. America was built on blood and is evil, man, and to the core. But black folks, American blacks, we here. That's all we got. We can't go to Africa. We can't go to Ghana. We can't go to the Caribbeans. None of them like us over there. Being a black man, a black woman in America, you a laughing stock. We set the bar, we set the standard. They copy our style and our flow. We are what they mimic and what they want to be. But when we go to their island or their country, we're shit. So we can't run, tuck tail and tuck ass and run. So we got to do what we got to do to make sure we're good here. And I was asleep until I read Project 2025. And let me tell you, Kamala Harris is the best bet for us to have some form of liberties. Maybe she's going to come with some BS. Maybe we got to support Israel and all that stuff there. Hey, it is what it is. But boy, he getting out there. They're still gonna support Israel. He still pledges loyalty to Israel. So that ain't gonna stop. Money still gonna flow to them. If that's the problem, because they Joe Biden and Kamala sent money over there. He's gonna do the same damn thing. But we are in trouble. There will not be another election. There will be a riot, purge night, all that shit there under this man. And black men, we are stupid as hell if we sit up here and listen to these black paid celebrity entertainers and podcasts who doing this shit to get likes, clicks, and views. To think that when if Agent Orange get in that office, our life is gonna get better. Again, we demanded Kamala to do something for us, and she did, and she can't. We haven't even asked him to do anything for us. We haven't even asked him. Where's the logic in that? Where is the damn logic, black man, black woman? Now let me turn on my black sisters here. I see a lot of y'all sitting up there, and this is personal. With not on the podcast, this is what I'm seeing around when I have my conversation. Keep in mind, I'm the dude that help out these sisters. Oh, when she gets in there, I know it's gonna be our time to shine. The black woman gonna rise to the top. Black man said that about Barack Obama, and we still got lynched and cut down in the damn streets. Hell, they got even mad at us. Women are saying that when Kamala get in there, we gonna be queen shit. They gonna recognize a black woman. They gonna do this and do that. They're gonna recognize her. You are gonna be held to a different standard, and they're gonna take your ass up and through there. Now, when you want to have that BBL, you want to put that weave in your head, you want to put your eyelashes on. If she ain't doing it, why the fuck you are? You can never be her, they'll say. You are a disgrace to her image. So now I, as a white man, somebody of a different culture, I can hold you to the standard of that. We let her in there, black woman. So you ain't got no right to run around with your pants hanging off your ass, with your pussy out, sucking and fucking, making babies, aborting kids. They're gonna hold you to a standard like they did the black man when Barack got up in there, and that's gonna make them hate you even more because they did us a favor or threw us a bone. And black women are saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take care of these niggas. I'm gonna take these niggas up and through there. I'm gonna make sure they pay because my girl is in there." Black women, y'all have the wrong mindset. If y'all think by her getting up there is gonna empower y'all to treat men like shit, for the women out there that hate men, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. Because a lot of these civil liberties are gonna roll back. Because they gotta be bipartisan shit along the aisles. It's gonna roll back. And for all y'all men hating women, y'all not gonna get what you think you're gonna get. It's just gonna be a bunch of women liking on women, hating on men, wishing that they get recognized and get treated differently, and it's gonna be the same status quo because your mind is changed. Women, you guys are sick if you think Donald Trump is good for this country, and I hear a lot of sisters talking about that. But you're even sicker if you gonna use Kamala Harris as a springboard to be your attacking or your sword and shield against the average black man to which you hate so much. For the ones that hate the black men, this is, I'm not speculating. This is what I'm hearing. Black man and black woman in this world, we are the only culture that stands alone. We are the only culture that stand alone. Everybody stand together. We stand alone. And although there's some sick ass form of unity in the fact that we stand alone being separate, it's still an alone thing. Black woman, I get you. Just cast your vote for Mrs. Harris if you care anything about your sons growing up, your daughters growing up. Cast your vote. As long as your kid got this high ass content of melanin in their body, you need to cast your vote for one of them Democrats. I have never liked the Democratic Party, and I don't make no bones about it. If I didn't want, I'll show you my voter registration card, Republican. I'm telling you what I was since 2000, since 2000, when I was poor. Now I got a little bit of change. But for the best bet in your safety, your dignity, your livelihood, we got to put them Democrats in there. That man has not said one time he was going to do anything good for black, brown, or yellow people. Only thing he said he was going to do good is for Israel. Make that make sense. I don't know what Kamala got. I don't know what Kamala did other than she's the dragon. This is the year of the dragon. This represents the end of the world. We can't stop prophecy and Bible prophecy. But what I know, until that shit play out, I need my son and my baby girl to be safe. And if a white man could get immunity in murdering, raping, and hurting them, then I don't need to be in this world. I get what I get. So black man, black woman, if you think Agent Orange is the best bet for you during this election, you need to wake the hell up. That man said he didn't know nothing about Project 2025, and then he said he can't wait to implement Project 2025. That's a lie. But only thing we can do is get mad at a sister for faking the funk. The same thing your ass do every day when you put on your eyelashes and you get your booty jobs and your tit jobs and you sit up there and you post them fake ass smile pics on IG and Facebook and Reddit and whatever the hell else. You fake it till you make it. You go to China, you're gonna wear Chinese garb and you're gonna throw your ass up in the air, women. You go into the all corporate office, you're gonna act like Sarah and Becky. You go into the hood, that's the only time you can be free. You go around your black brothers and sisters, that's the only time you can curse, let your hair down, and be as grimy, booty shaking, twerking as you want without being judged. Because, hey, our nieces doing it. Hell, some of our nephews doing it. Kamala Harris is just doing what it takes to gain sympathy. And the same thing that the black man and the black woman been having to do forever in this country. She's overacting because she got writers. But we do it and we call it cooning. We can't say she cooning because she pandering to us. She pandering to us, the low lives, the undesirables, the people they want to give qualified immunity to cops to get rid of potentially. But as a black man, I am truly ashamed of myself. I am truly ashamed of myself that I did not look at this woman through black man's eyes. I looked at this woman through a hurt man's eyes. I'm gonna be G with you. I was under the impression that my feelings were finally getting heard by the internet and all these superficial shits that's going on, all these paid celebrities. Yes, I was saying how women have hurt me in relationships, how my mom hurt me growing up, how I done got molested by babysitters and shit like that. Uh, so all of that there. And then I looked at this woman running around trying to represent, and I put all my anger and aggression on that lady. I listened to these sound bites and I was all too happy but to sit up there and place her in the position of all those bad women that have hurt me. But when I looked at it as not a hurt man, not a Republican, but as a black man, that will be our best bet. Now, a lot of these paid celebrities that she got working for them aren't giving the message. They're frustrated and they don't know how to communicate. I'm talking slow because I know how to communicate. Uncle Luke could get on this bitch and scream all day long. Use your words, Uncle Luke. When you scream at us, you're just like everybody else. I don't like the radio shock jock person, Smiley, but his angle was, Divine Nine. I'm part of the Divine Nine. He should have said it a little better. Steve Harvey, everybody that she talking to, Shannon Sharp, all these people, they trying to be intelligent, but they're frustrated. And they know they paid and they think y'all gonna call them a sellout and shit. But y'all don't pay me. And I'm no sellout. I really read Project 2025. I really looked into myself and realized I was judging this woman on the eyesight of a hurt little boy. I was saying if that woman get in the office, women are gonna treat me like shit again. My mama was gonna get out of her grave and be validated for fucking my life up. Has nothing to do with it. When you look at Project 2025, it was a pandering move to whites that we was doing. 90% of the black men on here that's voting for Trump are cooning. These are the ones you call cooning. I'm finna be G with you. It's a cooning. So when I was asked, why would you vote for Trump? Oh, under Trump administration, I had money. Trump is a businessman. These are the talking points. But Trump don't care. He ain't no career politician. He say what's on his mind. And they asked me, so why would you vote for him? That's it. Yeah. Is his policies gonna tell the police to stop cracking their baton across my head? Is his policies gonna truly say black people, brown people, whatever people of color? Is his policies is gonna stop redlining, stop us from getting houses? Is he putting anything in the books for that? Is he putting anything to tell us our kids can go to HBCUs while he donated money to HBCUs? That's it. There's Jewish organizations donate money, Italian organizations, hell, black organizations donate money to these education. But then he said we're gonna cut off education to HBCU. That's all we got as black people. That's a hallmark of a black man and a black woman to get their ass to a Spelman, Hillman, Harvard, Howard, HBCU and show the fuck out. That's our birthright, people. But you're gonna take money away when we talk about our birthright and talk about the people who struggled to put us in that facility. Come on, people. We can't be so stupid, black man. We can't just be out here stating the fact that just because we hurt little ass boys, and I'm saying that Barack ain't got to say it, and I was pissed off at what he said until I sat back and think. He just don't know how to deliver a message as articulate as he is. We are hurt little boys. Somebody are finally hearing our voice. We got these platforms and we can say what all these women have done to us. We can say what our mama did to us. We can talk about how bad our relationship was and how we tried to be a traditional man and how women don't like us. And we can listen to how they hate our fucking guts. The black woman, the woman we supposed to protect, love, and cherish. We can listen to them and get pissed off that 20% of the black women on the planet are saying how much they hate us, and we're building our energy towards disliking the black woman. So we're gonna go to a white fucking daddy. We're gonna go back to the boss, the slave master, and say, well, they've been hurting me, and if you get in the office, you're gonna put me at a standard of this white man so I can demand my woman like us. I'm talking to you, black man and black woman. Shit, I don't care if you don't like me after this. Black men think if we put Trump in that office, he gonna give us equal standing as the white man. And with equal standing as the white man, he gonna put the woman back in the house, barefoot, pregnant in the kitchen, and we'll have a little bit stronghold on our woman. No, we are gonna be garbage. The black woman ain't gonna have no voice. The black man ain't gonna have no voice. Only person gonna have a voice is the white man and the white woman, and her voice is gonna get very solely diminished. We can't let him get in, y'all. It is what it is. I don't give a damn about money. When I said those talking points that, oh, I had a lot of money under Trump, I realized Trump didn't give me that fucking money. I was working in sales. I was busting my ass on this internet doing reading. I was sitting up there saving every paycheck. I was scraping by. I was invested in stocks and bonds. He ain't called my phone. His office ain't called my phone and say, hey man, invest in this right here. When I lost $13,000 from making a shitty ass investment, he didn't say, hey man, I'm gonna give you that money back. Nobody in his office. When I reported it to the bureau, they say we can't do nothing. You win some, you lose some. It's a start game. But that's what my money I invest. What, he gave me a stimulus check, $1,200? We as black men are in all practicality, I'm saying it, running to our white daddy, our white slave master, thinking he gonna whoop our woman into shape for us. Black men, let's not be so stupid. And black women, how can y'all be so fucking ignorant? Oh, I'm gonna sit up there and vote for this man because he done this and he done that. You're running to your white daddy, hoping that he sit up there and give you a bed in his fucking house when you still not gonna equal his woman or his mindset. Then the black sister that's going for Kamala, they're gonna use her as a springboard and a shield and a sword to lash out at black men. The ones that hate us, the 20% of the black women that hate black men, they gonna flood the internet with how we ain't shit and how a black woman could rise to the top through adversity of the black man holding her down. The black man didn't like her. And that's going to be the soundbite for them to leave our children and our women unprotected. This may be going all over your head and jumbling your shit up. I get it. It's a dirty game, man. It's dangerous pool, they call it. They call it dirty pool. But black man and black woman, please do not be so disillusioned to think that if this man gets in the office, that you're gonna have a great time, that you're gonna be equal. In my heart of hearts, people, let me tell you where I'm at. In my heart of hearts, I would rather that man come out and say separate but equal. Black folks, you do what you gotta do over here. Brown folks, you do what you gotta do over here. Red man, do what you gotta do over here. Yellow man, do what you gotta do over here. I would rather him say that. Boy, do you know how shit that'll make me feel? I'd be like, okay, this is real motherfucker. Yeah, boy, he got it. Okay, respect. But he ain't said nothing good about the black man. Hired somebody to say Puerto Rico was a floating the garbage of trash. Good Jesus. half of their nannies. Listen to, I want y'all to hear me good. He hired a comedian to say Puerto Rico is trash. So somebody in his cabinet hired that man and heard this because they don't let you get up there and go off the cuff with jokes. They thought it would be funny. But half of they nannies, they abuelas that raised their damn kids when they stopped being black mamas and black ladies, they brought in Consuela and Melinda and Maria. And the Hispanic people have been raising their children, their privileged ass children, and then to have one of them grow up to sit up there and say, allegedly, Virgo mama, to have them go up there and sit up there and say that Puerto Ricans is a floating garbage island of trash. That shows you just how they're not gonna be on the level. I was a Republican for 24 years. Through good, bad, adversity, whatever. This year I voted for Kamala. I did it today. Because I started looking at her through unhurt eyes. I started looking at Project 2025. And why not if we let a businessman in office, why not let a woman now? Give her shot too. She can't do no worse than what they did. Hell, it's been 50 men running this bitch. Let's see what she can do. Maybe she'll do it. Barbados is ran by a woman. Hell, and they got good, great motherfucking energy in that island. Let's see what the sister can do. That's where I'm at with it. But black man, stop looking at this woman through hurt little boy eyes. I may get some clap back, some kickback, some. I'm telling you, make this a soundbite. I don't give a fuck. Pick at me, call me out my name, say whatever. But every black man that's voting for this man and talking bad stuff about her, other than the religious and the spiritual community, they get a pass because we know what purple mean. We know what that dragon mean. That 64, we get it. If you really into your numerology and your spirituality, we understand what that dragon mean. That third dragon that raises his head represent the end of the world as we know it. Hopi, Indian, all that stuff. But I digress. But black men, we can't keep going to our white daddies holding out our hand, begging them to pat us on the head and say, "Atta boy, you did good, atta boy." My black sisters, we can't keep running up there to y'all white daddies and saying, "Old Bingham over here did me dirty. Are you gonna make him work the fields even harder?" Let alone you can't run to a powerful woman and say, "Hey," and use her energy as yours to punish black men. I don't know about any other culture, any other race. I'm not that. I'm black. Pull your heads out your butt. Project 2025 is real. I don't care if she gave all our money away to the migrants and the immigrants. I don't care. She didn't do it. The Democrats did it. I'm not a Democrat. She didn't do a damn thing. Really, y'all say it. She didn't do a damn thing under Joe Biden, but sat there. Hell, she wasn't even in the public eye. But yet she getting all the hit and the slack about it. And we don't want to give her a shot. We gave Barack a shot. We were going to vote for Hillary ass. Get a woman a shot. Let's see what she can do. She can't tear this world up no more than it's already fucked up. They still going to support Israel in its campaigns. They still going to sit up there and do what Democrats been doing all day long, giving our money away. But you know what they going to do? They're going to damn show make sure cops can get prosecuted for cracking me and my kid in the head. Make sure the jailhouses stay open. Make sure that I got food on the table. Make sure that, the women out there that can't afford or can't work, do the handicap and shit, make sure they get medication or they get some sort of government subsidies and food stamps. Project 2025 cut all that shit out. It ain't a you got to work harder to get Medicaid, work longer, I should say, to get SSI and Medicaid. Food stamp program get cut off. They're going to have y'all at drug testing, working, picking up paper in ditches to get your food stamps. They're going to give your kid the right to call the cops on your ass, and then the cops come out there, listen to the kid, they're going to beat your ass and the kid ass because qualified immunity. You having a mental breakdown, and you just need a hug from somebody, feel like a human, cops ain't got to touch you. They could say you were going for my gun, you assaulted me, you put your hands up, not in a timely fashion. I felt scared. And they got off. Look at that cop that the boy walked in front of him on the highway picking up a hat. He pulled the gun. Qualified immunity, he would have got off. No harm, no foul, let it go. He was acting in, he had on his uniform, acting in capacity. And let's talk about trickle down economics. I'm finna get off this thing. Let's talk about trickle down economics. Only reason a lot of us got rich and got a lot of money in our bank account, and listen to me good people, is because we kissed the ass of the white man during the pandemic, during Trump ass. We kissed his ass. We kissed the rain. And when we kiss the rain, the white folks in all these big corporate business and industries, they say, well, they being good little motherfucking citizens. They being good little peasants. Let's trickle down 5%. The shit we would have paid for some hookers and a yacht. Let's throw that down to the economy and let's tell their jobs to raise their pay because guess what? We got the biggest tax cut on the planet. So they say trickle down economics works. But let me give you another word for trickle down economics. Scraps at the table. Scraps at the table. Trickle down economics is scraps at the table. If you give me a business loan from your bank and let me get out there and bust my ass doing yards, doing something, selling hair, selling weave, selling this right here, whatever, yeah, let me get out there and do that. Just give me a loan to get a brick and mortar. Give me a loan to fix up this house so I can run a daycare out of it. Give me a loan so I can get my food truck. Give me a loan so I can start my investment brokerage account. Don't give me your handout. Don't tell me I'm going to increase your salary by $2 because the company saved money so we can pass a portion of that down to you. That's a fucking handout. Give me a loan so I can fight it on my own. But when Trump was giving out all that money because he was a businessman, we celebrated because we was getting handouts. That shows just how peasant minded we are when it comes to the elite. I made that money because I bust my ass and I thought I was a black Republican. I thought I was a cream of the crop. I thought I was top shit. Yeah, as a Republican, I'm making it. That man didn't give me a fucking thing. They gave me a trickle down handout because I didn't work a traditional job and I was in sales. I had to knock, and I was non-commissioned sales. I had to knock on doors and I didn't take a draw. I had to get it like that. I didn't have a 9 to 5. So they couldn't give me a $2 raise and then take it away. I'm just talking, people. This is my rant. Vote for who you want to vote for. But I read Project 2025, the highlights of it. And it will undo everything the black, brown, yellow, anybody of color in this country has ever worked for. I'm ashamed to say, and I'm admitting it, black women and black men. I'm ashamed to say that I looked at Kamala Harris with hurtful little boy eyes. She was everything I feared in a black woman, not because she was going to be powerful. It was because I was listening to sound bites of how she did people when she was on her end over there on that side of the country. Didn't affect me. Didn't affect my daddy or my uncle. I looked at her as every woman that has ever hurt me as a black man. I had to wake the fuck up, black men. And I had to look at her as how is she gonna help black men? And the lady is sitting up there in all her sound bites trying her best to come up with the plan. Say, okay, if this is how they feel, I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna do something. It's our number. It's not the top tier presidential side that ain't gonna do shit for us. It's our county commissioners and governors and mayors who we don't even fucking elect them. We don't get them, and they not signed in reparations for California. They not sitting up here passing these laws in these schools and early education and WIC program shit that we need. Medicaid and Medicare. Them the ones not doing it. The president ain't doing shit. They send a bill to the president to sign once everybody done fought over the bitch. But we blaming the president for something. Get over yourself. Black men, stop being hurt, angry black men, and vote for this woman, please. Because if y'all think that man gonna get in there, unless he done gave y'all an email, a card carrying member saying, we won't crack your head or the head of your family if you get us in here. If you talk good about us, then y'all black jokers better vote for Kamala. And for my sisters, if y'all only reason y'all vote for Kamala is the simple fact that y'all think y'all gonna use this as a springboard to be a sword and a shield to dog out black men, to 20% of y'all that don't really like us, you better get your shit together, because you ain't gonna find no better protection than your own. Because when they come into your community and crack your fucking head open, we gonna have to do that. And a lot of black men, the 80% of black men who understand how important this is, we gonna be there to protect y'all. This is probably a Gen X or older guy, not these 20-year-olds and these 25 and 26 years old. They are front force. They gonna bring the boom to their ass, and they're gonna take the older people to be the strategy. They play a part. Your sons play a part, but it's gonna be us old heads that's gonna be bringing home the bacon, cooking, fishing, and hunting for your ass if the power go out. Them young boys, they gonna be taking cell phones that ain't got no fucking use for it because ain't no power, but they'll get it eventually when they grow up. So for the women out there who think they're gonna be nasty ass people to use this as a springboard to empower your delusion to hurt black men, just the 20% of y'all, I hope y'all get over that shit, because that white man is not gonna sit up there and put his fucking liberties on the line for you. He is not finna sacrifice the wealth that he's getting from his family for your black ass. And for the black women, especially who feel like they need to run to the daddy Trump, and Trump is gonna give them a bed in his mansion, you got another thing coming. You are a fucking fetish. And I said it. You are a fetish. That man is not gonna see you as an equal, let alone he ain't not gonna put you as an equal to his white woman. You will be a side piece for real. Or a soundbite. And who's to say that if you married to a white man, he called the cop and say you having a nervous breakdown or mental illness just because you caught him cheating? Listen to me now. You caught him cheating and you got on his ass and you struck him. He called the cop. Cop, buddy, I want to divorce this bitch. Well, what you want us to do? Well, take her to the precinct. I ain't do nothing wrong. You fighting, you whining, you bitching. Nah, that cop got every right to hurt you. Now he got his divorce. Cause now you belligerent. The cop write that paperwork up, you the problem. Qualified immunity. He had to crack you in your head because you threatened the cop. So now that look real good in court, and now your ass back in the hood with no alimony, no child support, no shit, qualified immunity. Boy, y'all better wake up. I looked at this shit, man. That qualified immunity go a long way, baby. I'm just saying. Wake up, people. Wake up. If he gonna talk about, if they gonna talk bad about the Hispanic people who are tit feeding their babies at this point in the game, we don't serve no purpose to their ass no more other than entertainment. If they can talk that way about the Hispanics, they could damn sure talk less about us. Every babysitter in the white community are Hispanic right now, Mexican of some sort, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, El Salvador, and some got a Hispanic. The kids grow up bilingual, then they forget it because they forget the abuela or they forget the nana. They forget them because they ain't put no stock into them. They told them they was nothing growing up. Y'all better wake up. Better wake up. Stop cooning. And for all these Charleston whites who sit up here and say good shit to us one day and then talk about how all black men and black women ain't shit, hoes because you got a butterfly tattoo, You need to be in prison, locked up, snitch on the world, snitch on this. Y'all better stop letting these paid celebrities fuck with your head. Even down to Dr. Umar, he gonna say some good shit, give you some numbers and times and dates, speak real highly of your ass, and then next thing you know, he gonna sing a different song. These people are panderers to get likes and views. They don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn how that make you feel. Oh, Charleston White say a good thing. That man said a soundbite of what you want to fucking hear. He go home, have writers say that shit. Then he come back and say it. Then when he talking his real voice, fuck a nigga, fuck a bitch. All niggas need to die. His last soundbite, the white man is the one that's suffering. The white man to fight for the black man. The white man fight for everybody. No, he don't. No, the fuck you don't. Dr. Umar, I love this guy until he changed up his message. He was saying one day how black men need to overcome, we need to fight for our. He talked a pretty damn good game. And then he was saying, oh, black man ain't shit the next day. How you gonna tell me I need to start a revolution with your ass, and then you tell me in the same breath you ain't shit. But he just throw numbers around and he sound good and he run it down and he go off your emotion and sound bite. And just because he can insult Trump as he talks, that make it seem like, oh, he's a black man standing up, but yet you giving statistics that make a black man look like shit, that make the white Republican Party look great. You'll tear down this woman Kamala like she ain't shit, and then you in the same breath you say black women are beautiful, strong, they have to be in a masculine to win. That's what that woman is doing right now. She has to be in her masculine to win. She has to go all the hurt feeling, all the being called bitches, hoes, and sluts. I have never seen such a woman get treated like that. They was calling her bitches, hoes, and sluts. Who ain't fuck off? You tell me which one of y'all bras out there pure and clean when y'all was in college. Y'all ain't suck a dick. Y'all ain't get ran through. And two or three of y'all ain't get hit. Come on, man. Let's be fucking G. Just because she had her fun in college, your ass did too. It's a HBC lifestyle, HBCU lifestyle. Hell, we ain't gonna talk about the historical white colleges. Them one night stands in abortion breeding places all day long because you don't want to ruin that woman's life. Take her down there to the back alley at abortion. We ain't gonna talk about that. But a sister had some fucking fun. Same thing they doing now. Now she the hoe. But we ain't gonna talk about all the debauchery shit that goes on at the white historical colleges. Oh, that's a taboo. Come on, Dr. Umar, talk about that. Come on, Charleston White, talk about that. Stop sitting up here selling your people up the road on these pipe fucking dreams with this hotepian fucking lifestyle you talking. And Charleston White, stop telling everybody to snitch. Stop telling everybody to sit. You made your shit clear. You don't care about a nigga. I just can't stand pandering as paid celebrities. Stand on something for real. Hotepian ass niggas, pandering ass niggas. But back to this. I'm sorry, y'all. I got off. Every black man that's sitting up there that's gonna vote for Trump, you don't like yourself. Period. You don't like yourself. You don't like your mama. I'm just gonna be nasty and messy. You don't like yourself. You don't like your mama. You damn sure don't like your women. Cause you know what Project 2025 gonna do if that bitch get canceled. They're gonna crack your daughter across her head. They're gonna crack your mama across her head. They're gonna crack your woman across her head. They're gonna come in your house and take your woman to be fucking the shit out of and dare you to get up and say something. They're gonna take your food out your kitchen. Gestapo action, baby. Germany. Okay? And for the women who gonna sit up there and vote for that man, you don't like nothing about you or your son. I'm messy today. I don't give a fuck. I said it. You're petty. You're ignorant. My take on it. So dislike this video. Thumb that bitch down. Hate it. But before I let a motherfucking cop take my boy out and he can walk away scot free and I don't do a revolutionary act, I'll be a dead turkey. Before I let a cop throw my daughter in a cell and SA her, and he just had a nervous breakdown, a panic attack, or he couldn't help it because he was disillusioned, but he served out. He was serving in the ranks of serving. Bitch, please. People, get prepped for the revolution, baby. Get your pew pews. Learn how to fish and hunt. Buy your supplies. It is what it is. I'm finna let you go. I gotta do a reading. I'm Baron telling you guys the election is real motherfucking serious. Project 2025 is no fucking joke. Stop listening to these paid celebrities. Get you to hate your own. Love your own, love your people, and let's fight this shit together, man. Let's get that woman in there. She may not be able to do a damn thing, but I know what's gonna happen when she don't get in there. We ain't gonna have a damn thing. Bye.